What do we got here?
It's a 1942 Sara Lee.
Like the cake company?
I decided to come in the pawn shop today to sell my 1942 Sara Lee motorcycle. My grandfather gave it to me. It's been sitting in my garage for about 20, 25 years. He brought it over in pieces from World War II, and he just ended up giving it to me, and I got no use for it.
So tell me what you know about it, man.
It's made in Belgium, pretty high tech for its time.
These are pretty rare.
Yeah, they only actually made them like a half a year. And Germany invaded Belgium and shut the plant down.
I love motorcycles, and being around them, I've heard of Sara Lee's. I don't know a ton about them, but what I do know is that they're extremely rare. How'd you come across this?
Actually, my grandpa sent it over during World War II in pieces and then put it back together.
I've heard of a lot of people taking back wartime souvenirs, but I've never actually heard of anybody shipping back an entire motorcycle. That must have taken a lot of stamps. Sara Lee, they were way ahead of their time when they first came out.
It has an adjustable front suspension, which was pretty much unheard of then. It's got adjustable points for riding in different altitudes. You can automatically adjust so it runs properly.
There's not that many of these left.
There's only 5 in the United States.
It's a really cool bike, man. Would you say it runs, or?
No, it doesn't run. It's got some rust. It's missing the front headlight. It's missing the tail light, but it's a nice little bike. Everything's original. Nothing's been replaced. Somebody would enjoy it.
What do you want to do with it? Pawn it or sell it?
I want to sell it. I think it's a really cool bike, and I really would like to keep it, but it just takes up a lot of room. And I got no idea where to get parts or how to fix it. I'm just not a mechanic.
I'll give you $4 grand for it.
$4 grand?
This bike could be a great buy for us. I mean, we could buy it and fix it up, and it could be worth a ton of money, or we can just take it and sell it as a project bike. The demand for a bike like this is there either way, so I'm gonna try to buy it if he's willing to deal.
How about 45?
I'll tell you what, I'll do 43.
All right, you got a deal.
Deal, let's go do some paperwork. I'm psyched we got this bike. It's an amazing motorcycle with an amazing story attached to it. So I'm gonna show it to my father and see if he's willing to shell out the money to get this thing fully restored.
Whoa, man, that is sweet. That's a sweet bike. I own Rick's Restorations here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The guys always call me to restore the wildest things, and that's actually what I love most about my job. It makes it really fun when they bring in something that's real rare.
So, do you know anything about this bike?
I know a little. It's an extremely rare bike here in the United States. The Sara Lee was so far ahead of its time in all kinds of ways. Sara Lee started in the early 1900s, and they were probably the very first manufacturer of bikes. I love the design of this bike because, for one, the suspension. I mean, it's got a Springer front end. It's got the suspension shocks in the rear end, which was like unheard of. They were all rigid frames. And then we've got the clutch adjustment. They were a very innovative manufacturing company. Harley didn't stand a chance, and neither did Norton. This bike did almost 90 miles an hour. Pretty fast back then. The company was so proud of their product, they wanted to make new changes, new custom adjustments every 6 months on the bike.
So it'd make it harder and harder to find parts.
Yeah.
What?
I could tell from the very beginning this bike was trouble. It's hard enough getting parts for a 1940s Harley, much less a 1942 bike from Belgium. My idiot son couldn't even find Belgium on a map. So how much would it cost to restore this thing?
Well, we'd literally have to run around all the barns in Belgium and try to find parts. If there's anything that gets ruined on it, we're in big trouble. Big trouble. Just a guess is between $25,000 and $30,000.
25 or 30 grand?
Yeah, between there.
Oops.
Okay, excuse me.
I still think it's worth money.
What do you think I can get out of this thing, the way it sits?
Well, you don't have too many options, but I think if you took it to auction, you might be able to get in the upwards of about $15,000 for it.
Oh, I don't know what the I'm doing.
The only problem is nowadays with our economy being where it's at, I mean, you could take a hit. I mean, you could take a big hit.
I know Corey thought this was a bulletproof idea, but it's far from it. At an auction, I have no idea what I'm going to get for this thing, and I don't like to operate like that.
Well, I don't want to spend 25 or 30 grand.
Okay.
All right, get it in the auction.
Definitely.
All right, good luck with that.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you. I would have really loved to have restored this bike. It would have been a huge challenge, and I'm sort of sad that I'm not getting it.
Here we go, and you got a bit of here, you got a bit of here, and I got a bit of 5 here, you got a bit of 5, you got a bit of 5 here, you got a here, you got a bit of, how about $2,500? I got $2 grand, you got a bit of 25, and now 3, and 3, you got a bit of 3, 4, and I hear the 4, you got a bit of 4 here, bit is here, 45, 5, you got a bit of 45, now Danny Ball, you got a bit of 5, you got a bit of 5, you got a bit of $500, you got a bit of 25, all through, and I hear the bit of 5, you got a bit of 5, 5, you got a bit of 5, you get 5, you get 5, you get a bit of all of that, and I'm turning 4, and I hear the 4, you got a bit of 4 here, bit is here, 45, 5, you got a bit of 45, now Dan here, you got a bit of here, Dan, who $5,000, 45, now Dan Ball's on 5 grand, I got a do ways at 55, 7 grand. I like the style, Dan. No, 72.50. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for bidding. 7 grand the price.
And Big Hoss, man, he knows what he's doing.
I'm psyched the way this bike turned out. I mean, even after the auction commission and fees and all that, we still made a couple grand. I knew we'd do well on this bike.
I'm relieved. We had a good auction, we saw some really cool bikes, and we sold the Saralia and made a profit. I'm proud of Corey. He made a decent buy that didn't bankrupt the store. For once.